this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here and do a little bit of lifetime just quickly on this video. I am going to do, it's going to look like I'm going to do a lot for this particular one, but I am not. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layouts that I am going to do. So I'm going to do my cover sheet, and then our first spot in the trip was the Empire State Building. So I'm going to do the Empire State Building, those photographs, and I'm going to show you a little bit. So as I said before in my How to Kill a Kit with Style, I am using the short story workshop by Story by Stacy. It's in close to my heart. And what I am planning on doing is that I've already started out the conversation on here, and it says to document the story. So I did do step 1. I notated a little bit, and I'll probably do notes along the way. And then I explained and went through the questions. So some of the questions that I answered was, when you think about your story, who or what comes to mind first? What individual moments do you recall most often about your subject? Are there specific or details about the story that won't be obvious to someone looking at the photos? What is the most important thing that you want someone to know after viewing the photos? And then if you could write only one sentence about your subject, what would it be? And then I stated New York City, the city I will be returning to. And that's kind of my basis throughout all of this. I'm really going to look in and do the in-depth part of New York City. Now, if you haven't followed me on social media at all, in this summer, in June, my best friend, Amy, her and I were stationed together in Germany. I watched her kids when she needed help, and then vice versa. But we did a lot of traveling together and all that, but this was our first girls trip that we did together with just the two of us, with no guys and all that. And we absolutely loved it. If I didn't know something, she did, and if she didn't know something, I did, and it worked out amazing. So the thing is that about this story that a lot of people may not know if you didn't follow me on social media is New York City is one of those places that I truly, truly wanted to go to and experience not just the history behind it, but just everyday life. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge, tons of stuff. So throughout the whole month of October, you will see my story unfold, and that's exactly why I wanted to use this workbook, to show you how you can take a stack of photos like this, There's tons of photos in here, right? Plus the ones I'm going to do tonight. Well, tonight, it is tonight when I do this video. But for this process video today, and show you how you can take this many photos and get it into one little 6x8 photo, album like that. And that's my whole goal to do this, because it is a trip. We went to the major places that we both wanted to see, because she's from Boston originally, so she would go into NYC all the time, but she never really done the touristy stuff. So, and this is my first time going, so I've never been there. So we went to the Empire State Building, we did 9/11 Memorial, we walked the Brooklyn Bridge, we did go to Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. We did quite a bit in 4 days. We flew in late Friday night, or well, not late, it was 5 p.m. Friday night, and we hit the Empire State Building. We walked down Times Square, we went to Rockefeller Feller. We did all of that kind of touristy type stuff Friday night, so that Saturday in the morning we could knock out some of the other stuff. And so we did the 9/11 Memorial Saturday. We did the not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, because it was a tour that you could do. And then we happened to start walking, and then I realized, I was like, we need to go to Brooklyn and get some pizza. We just got to. So we walked the Brooklyn Bridge. And then, of course, we took the train back. But then we did we went back to the hotel for a little while, and then her aunt took us to some places at night down in Chelsea and Greenwich and some of those other places that I was like, oh, I was just ecstatic to say that I could actually be there. And then Sunday we did a bunch of stuff as well. We went to Central Park and we rode our bikes, and I got drenched in sweat. But when you look at the pictures, you wouldn't see that. But those are the stories that I cannot wait to put my journaling in and put all of that together, so that at the end, that when I get to step 8 to write down all of our summaries, that everything will be in there and that I can do my story for you guys. So with further ado, I know that this was just a tad bit longer for me to do, but this won't be as long anymore going forward. So tonight I am going to, or today, tonight, whenever you watch this, I'm going to try to get 4 layouts done here for you guys that are pretty quick and easy, because they're 6x6 paper pads, for gall's sake. So it won't be that hard for me to do. So with further ado, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Just to give you a little bit of a tidbit, I do show you a flip at the end, but then I do have 3 out of the 4 pages that I do on camera. At the end of the month, I will definitely go and show you everything that I did, because I did put some things on the outside, like I do like on most of my like mini albums, I guess, if you want to call it that. And here I am, the first page. So I'm explaining about our venture to head to NYC, explaining that this is right off the train. So we flew in. Amy lives in North Carolina, I live in Georgia, so her and I flew in on 2 different flights into, where did we fly into? Oh, New Jersey, and we took the train into New York City, and this is where we got off, and right outside that we were like right there at New York City. Of course we had to take a picture saying we were here. I was so super excited. Oh my gosh, I was so giddy. And okay, so then I decided to put down this title is going to be an adventure, and it starts something here with a tag that says it starts here, and then I put NYC on it, and it worked out perfectly. I love it. And I think I get out just one more little thing that says it starts here and a couple other things, and then I put the date, the camera, and then I put the date up there on top, because I'm not going to place anything else in this collection or in this story, so the date's only going to get put down once. And here is number 2. So this is on our walk after we got to the hotel and all that kind of stuff. We decided to do the Empire State Building because that was open till like midnight or something that day. So we decided, okay, we're going to go do that first and then round ourselves out eating some light supper and then hit Times Square. So the Empire State Building, we happened to be walking to the street that the Empire State Building was on, and in between 2 taller buildings, the Empire State Building stuck out, and that's what this picture is about. I love it. It's got overcast. It's just, for me, a gorgeous picture. To somebody else, probably not, but I don't care. And I take all of the washi tape from the Pick Me Up collection, I think it is, and I just place it all down on there. And then I get out the 6x6 paper pads and place a bunch on there and just kind of get it documented. And I hope that you like this series, and I hope that you don't mind the little bit of the longness. Please leave a comment down below to let me know if you like this series on how I'm doing this. If you want me to speed it up or do less on the thing, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going on this and try to knock out this whole trip this month of October. And it's pretty simple. So here I am. It says that little chipboard is the little things, and it truly is the little things. And I place on the back, I decided to put my journaling there, and I thought that was going to work, and then it doesn't. So then I find a bag, which is right there, and I cut the bottom of it, and then that's what I place on the back for it. And I place the word Empire on the front of it. I state Empire state, and then I put building, and I don't think I do that on camera, but you will see at the still shots what I did. And then that's done. So here I am on the third one, and the third one is the last one that I show you, along with the flip-flaps. A little bit of the flip-flaps, what I do. So this blue tag here, it was on a Friday night, and it says Friday Night Fun. And it fit perfectly because it was Friday night and this was fun. And I explain a little bit about on the journaling for when I do the last page that I did not do on camera. I did a bunch of journaling, and here are the flip-flaps I was telling you about. And when I get going on this little white paper here is what I am placing all of the little like tidbits about how the Empire State Building has 102 floors and that kind of stuff, and I placed that inside the flip-flaps on the outside of the protective sheet, and I placed all of the other pictures. So this series, or this video, is of just the Empire State Building, and I'm hoping to knock out this whole month, this whole trip, because I'm planning on showing you how you can do all of this of a trip in like one little album within a couple of series if you'd like. And the still shots are coming up. I hope you enjoy this quick tutorial of what I did on the pages. All of 4 pages will be there, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!